Hi, it's been a minute. What's up guys, it's Ashley. Welcome back to my channel, and if you're new, hello lovelies, I'm Ashley and welcome to my channel. It's been a minute since I came out with the video. I think my last video was my graduation video, and that's it. So today's video I feel like is perfect timing. I'm going to do a nice and relaxed Q&A with you all. A lot of the questions that I will be answering are frequently asked questions that I've gotten since I first even made my YouTube channel, which I don't remember how long ago that was. Also, I posted something on Instagram and said if people wanted to ask me additional questions, you didn't have to, and there are a few. And so I wrote them all down and I'm just gonna go over them. How old are you? I get this question a lot, which is so weird because I post a birthday video every year, but I'm 20 years old. It sounds so weird for me to say out loud because I still feel like I'm 14, but I'm 20 years old. I may not act like it, I may not look like it, but I'm 20 years old. Where do you live? The sun just wants to keep coming in and out. Anyway, yeah, I have been avoiding this question since I started my YouTube channel, and I was just I'm not comfortable revealing where I live or my state or whatever. But as I'm getting more into editing and trying new things, editing out where you live is very exhausting. Having to put censors on everything is very exhausting. And if you'd notice in my last videos, I honestly stopped putting effort into it. I stopped trying to cover it up. It's so obvious where I live by now. But I'm finally going to tell you, I live... I'm totally kidding. I'm actually going to say it. I live in New Jersey. That's where I am. In Jersey. Whatever you want to call it. This is where I live. No, I don't like Jersey club music. I don't know why everybody thinks that everybody from Jersey likes Jersey club music. I don't. What is your ethnicity? Is it bad if I still get confused with that question? Hold on, let me just look that up. Ethnicity can sometimes be linked to nationality. Okay, well the best way to describe it, I'm just going to give you all the information and you figure out what my ethnicity is. I'm black, first off, that's my race. My nationality is American. I was born in New Jersey, in America. My parents are immigrants from Haiti, from Port-au-Prince, Haiti. So most of my family on my mom and my dad's side, not most, my entire family from my mom and dad's side are all immigrants from Haiti. Yeah. I guess that's it. I mean, whatever you found in there, I assume is my ethnicity. I've gotten this an awful lot. What camera do you use? In the description box below, I answer a few frequently asked questions. I say how old I am, I say what camera I use. I don't think I say what lens I use, and I forgot the name of it. I use Canon 80D to film these type of videos, and when I vlog, I use my Samsung NX500, which actually looks like this. This is my tiny little vlogging camera. It basically looks like every YouTuber's vlogging camera, but it's a little bit heavier, I think. What do you use to edit your videos? Okay, back then, I would say in the start of my videos, I used iMovie all the time because that's all I had, that's all I could afford. And then my second semester of my first year of college, I started using Final Cut Pro. So that was sometime 2018, I think. I started using Final Cut Pro 10. And that's what I use now to edit my videos. I use Final Cut Pro 10. How do you edit your videos? People have asked me this all the time. Again, I just use Final Cut Pro 10, but how I edit, I don't know. I like to use a lot of overlays. I like to use my own transitions. I like to use in-camera transitions. I like to color grade. I'm not very good at it, but I'm getting there. You know, practice makes perfect. I know some people have wanted me to make a video showing how I edit my videos, which when I get better at it, I will, but for now, I don't think I'm that great. When I improve, I will surely make a video on how I edit my videos, but I'm not necessarily happy. I'm not upset with them, but I am hard on myself and I know I could do a lot better. So, but how I edit my videos, I usually do my intro last. I'm not talking about the one that says Ashley, but when I do makeup videos, for example, I do all those little cuts last. I take care of the whole video. I do a rough cut, which is where I just cut everything through. Then I go back to the very beginning and I look over it and cut whatever I might have missed. Then I go back to the beginning again. Oh, the first step, I color grade, and then I go into all that other stuff. And then I start adding music and I fix the music however I want to. So I go over the video about a good 5-6 times in total. When I finish the video, I end up looking all of it over in Final Cut Pro 10. I export it, and then I look it over again when it's exported to see if there's anything I missed, and then I upload it to YouTube. So I look over this thing about 5 to 6 times before it goes on YouTube, because I need it to be perfect. How do you make your thumbnails? I feel like every YouTuber by now uses like PicMonkey to like make their thumbnails, but I don't. From the time I first started my channel, I've never used PicMonkey. I use PowerPoint. It's free and it's already on my computer. In Microsoft PowerPoint, you can manipulate photos a lot, and so I just use PowerPoint. I know that sounds so random, nobody would think that, but that's what I use and it works. So I'm gonna stick with it, it's free. Can you make a video on how you edit your videos? Yeah, see that? I will get to that when I'm satisfied. What college do you go to? Why? I'm not gonna say what college I go to because I'd rather not disclose too much. So, also, if you saw my graduation video, no, I did not graduate from Canon University. What is your major? I've gotten this question a million times. So when I first started going to college, I majored in liberal arts, which is like the most broad gen ed major you could possibly have. And that's because I didn't know what I wanted to go to college for. And then while I was there, I kind of just settled and was like, oh, I'll just do film, because I don't know what else to do, so I'm just gonna major in film. But I didn't know that my school had that major. I was told that they didn't, so I thought they didn't. So I was like, okay, it's fine. I'll just take film-centered classes, and then when I transfer, I will do film, you know? But man, things change, and the Lord has different plans for you. So my major technically was always liberal arts, but in the back of my mind, it was film. And then when I started taking film-centered classes, I realized I hated film because it wasn't what I cared for. Film majors focus a lot on the obvious, movie productions, TV production, and the evolution of movies and films, and a bunch of stuff I didn't ask for. I thought that by majoring in film, I would learn about, you know, editing and tricks to editing, which you do learn a little bit of, but I felt like mostly the classes I was taking, I was just learning about TV and movies, and I didn't want that. I didn't want to be a producer or an editor or a director. I didn't want any of that. I just wanted to edit videos. When I first started going to college, my mindset was always on YouTube, which I don't know if that's good or not, but that's just what it was always on. Like, I was trying to get a degree for YouTube. Oh, okay, so this one, I feel like I should just explain because I feel like I'm very vague on my channel. How did you graduate at 20 years old? Okay, so let's explain that right now. I went to a 2-year community college. Therefore, I graduated. Can you be quiet? Therefore, I graduated from the 2-year college at age 20. I graduated high school at 18, went to school for 2 years, and that's why I'm 20 now. That's how I graduated at 20. Yes, we had a graduation at my school, and yes, I went to it. Now we're going into the questions that I got on Instagram. Okay, so this one, a lot of people have been asking me in person, on social media, everywhere. What's next after college? I really wanted to try and answer this question so people could stop asking me. But at the same time, I don't know how to answer that because this is so difficult to explain. Okay, so maybe this won't be a satisfying answer for you, especially if you don't believe in God, but I've spoken to God a lot about my career and choice and just what I want to do with my future, what I'm passionate about, what I love, etc. And I face a lot of discouragement, and I've also faced a lot of uplifting. There are times where I'm worried, times where God's like, relax, I got you. And it just kept going back and forth. And I found that what was causing most of the worrying for me was that I was trying to seek validation from people. Whether that be strangers, whether that be family, whether that be friends, I was trying to seek validation from somebody to tell me like, yes, you're doing the right thing. And then I realized that I should not be seeking so much validation from man, when God knows my future and he has his own plans. Jeremiah 29:11 literally says, "For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord. Plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope in the future." And so I don't know why I was putting so much of my faith into people, or my hope into people, or my trust into people, rather than God. And so I've been working on trusting God first and foremost. And one thing that I felt like God was saying to me so loudly was, stop telling everybody everything. People don't need to know all of your business. What you pray about to God, not everybody needs to know about it. Not everybody needs to know the confirmation that God has given you. Not everybody needs to know anything that you talk to God about. Not everybody needs to know that, because you never know who can discourage you. You never know who can tell you that's not what you should be doing with your life when they're not God. And so I started keeping my career choice more of a secret because I don't need distraction, if that makes sense. I don't need human beings' voices to confuse me, if that makes sense. I'm the type of person where anybody can speak to me and I will take from everyone, and that starts to confuse me, especially when two people contradict each other. It confuses me because I take everybody's opinion heavily, and so I've learned over time to stop doing that. And I'm not saying that God doesn't send people to you, because he does, but I constantly pray for discernment. Anytime someone talks to me, I remember to go back to God and ask him, like, is this something coming from you, or is this something coming from somebody else? Because I only want to hear stuff that comes from you. And so that's why I don't reveal too much my career choice, because I don't want too many opinions in my face, if that makes sense. I am done with school, and I can make a whole separate video about why, but in short, I gave college a try because I was listening to human beings, and I just don't want to keep living my life for other people, because I've spent, from the minute I learned how to talk, I feel like I've been living for other people. And I still am every now and then, and I'm really trying not to, because that's not living. What's next after college, as far as I can tell you? A lot of spiritual growth, a lot of personal growth, a lot of hustling and grinding and working really hard on building something I can't really tell you about just yet. A lot of taking risk, a lot of taking leaps of faith, a lot of research, a lot of reading, a lot of independent studying and learning. That's everything that's next after college. I've already started. I've been doing it even while I was in college, and I'm just gonna keep going. I'm just going to take a leap of faith and put my all into it and see what blessings await me on the other side. Robert says hi. Hi, Robert. When are you dropping another glam look or edges tutorial? Okay, so for the glam look, hear me out, sis. Listen, I still love makeup, but I am the type of person where I will keep fighting for something until I'm good at it. That happened for a lot of things. For instance, drawing. I started drawing at a very young age, and I would keep going and going and going and going until I got good at it. When I finally got good at it, it was just like, what am I fighting for? I think for myself, I'm the type of person who runs to success. Like, for me, there's always a finish line for something, and once I reach it, I move on. And that's kind of what happened. With drawing, the finish line was getting good at it, and I did. So I just stopped doing it as frequently. Makeup, I kept doing all these experimental looks and all these editorial looks, and I was trying to get good at it, and now I somewhat am. So it's like, but don't get me wrong, I still absolutely love makeup, and that will never die, and I will still put makeup on my channel because it's still something kind of new to me and something I still love. But I've been paying attention a lot to the trends and how YouTube's going, and clearly I'm not seeing beauty communities like not doing well, because they are. There's just a lot of drama with them, but makeup videos are not really watched as much as other videos are. And when I look at how my analytics are doing and how my videos are doing on my channel, I see that makeup looks usually get the least views. I get more views on hair, I get more views on vlogs, or anything that pertains to relationships or my business, but when it comes to makeup, it doesn't do as well. And that's not, I'm not saying that that's discouraging me from making makeup videos, because I still will. But if there isn't that much of a demand, I can expand my horizons and try other things. So as far as a glam look comes, it will eventually, but my channel is centered around my life. So it's not just centered around me doing makeup, it's centered around how my life is changing. I want to be able to look back at my channel and see different parts of my life, and so that's what I'm touching on. But makeup videos are still coming, I can promise you that. Just don't expect them as frequently as I used to. This isn't a full-on makeup channel. That was one of my pet peeves, is that when people would try to like shout me out to other people, be like, Ashley has a YouTube channel, she does makeup. That was the first thing people would always say, and I understood why they said it, because all I would do most of the time was makeup related stuff. But I want to show that I have too many gifts for it to just be makeup on my channel. And also, for the next part of this question, an edges tutorial. I don't even think I'm not good at doing my edges, so I never thought to make a tutorial for it, because I felt like you had to be good at something to do a tutorial, and like my edges are so subpar in comparison to other people. Like, why would you just see me do my edges? They're basic. But you know what, if you want it, I will put that on my list of video ideas and I'll do an edges tutorial. What are some of your favorite music artists and some of your favorite albums? I like this question because people never ask what I like. It's always like, what are you doing with your life? What can I get out of you? But it's never, what do you like? You know, I want to know about you. And I love that. And so I have a few. My favorite music artists, obviously Gambino is like right there. Like, Gambino's always, just love him. Besides Childish Gambino, Tori Kelly, Alessia Cara. Okay, if you want me to my favorites, like who I feel like I listen to constantly, I would say Gambino, Childish Gambino, Chance the Rapper, Anderson .Paak, Rule, he's Australian and he's great, Hiatus Coyote. I would say Demi Lovato, but I don't listen to her that much, but her voice is just so powerful and beautiful. So I'll still include Demi Lovato, Chloe and Halle, J. Cole, Kendrick Lamar. There's a lot, but I'm just naming the ones that I listen to more often. And it says some of your favorite albums. Oof, okay. Alright, let's go back to Gambino, right? I love Because the Internet. I love Awaken My Love. I love his Summer Pack. I love the Coloring Book by Chance the Rapper. Tori Kelly's album that came out, Hiding Place, such a great album. Oxnard by Anderson .Paak, Malibu, Anderson .Paak. Every single album Aretha Franklin owned. I didn't mention her, she's another one of my favorite artists of all time. Aretha Franklin, Etta James, Sam Cooke, Nat King Cole. Like, these are just some of my favorite soulful type of artists as well. Both of Billie Eilish's albums. Also Billie Eilish. The Kids Are Alright, Chloe and Halle. Freudian by Daniel Caesar. Also Daniel Caesar. Hallelujah Here Below by Elevation Worship. I love that album. By the way, Elevation Worship, great. Hillsong Young and Free, I like them too. Paradoxology was a great album by Elevation Worship. 2014 Forest Hills Drive, that's an oldie, but that's pretty good. I think that's it. I don't feel like going through the rest because that's too much of a long list. Khalid. He's great too. Okay, there's way too many artists for me to remember. But those are just some of my favorite artists and some of my favorite albums. Even though I'm done answering the questions, a quick update as to what's coming on my channel. I'm so excited. So this summer, I'm already on summer vacation, obviously. So I've decided that this summer I'm going to be redoing my bedroom. So this will not be purple anymore, and this will be gone. Like, I'm just so excited. I'm going to redo this entire room. I'm going to vlog the entire experience. Right now, we are in the process of step one, which is just cleaning up the entire room and decluttering and getting rid of things I don't need anymore. That way, when I move in the new furniture and everything's great. I'm paying for everything myself, so that's me adulting. The theme that I'm going for is black and white walls, black furniture, and the rest will be revealed in the vlogs, but stay tuned. I'm very excited. It's not going to be too expensive. I'm still going to show you how I budget, even redoing my entire bedroom, because I like to talk about affordability on my channel. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it gave you more information as to questions that you had. I hope I gave you great answers. And if you ever have any other questions, I will probably do another Q&A to answer all of them. But that's it. I will catch you guys in another video. Peace, love, and unity. Deuces.